What is going on, guys? Slickby here, and today we're playing some World of Warships, or at least I did play World of Warships, and I played the Bayern class battleship. Now, this is the Tier 6 German BB, new to World of Warships. I have the Gamescom camo on, and for my first game in a while, especially first game in the ship, I think I did alright, you know? I don't remember how much damage I did. I think it was over 50,000, which is good by my books. I mean, I'm really bad at this game now. It's been a while. But we'll talk a little bit about the Bayern because I feel like that's almost what everybody does, right? So I'll just read off the Wikipedia because I'm really, I've been feisty lately, haven't I? I'm just going to read, I'm going to read off the Wikipedia, talk a little bit about the Bayern. It has kind of a cool history, just so you guys don't have to read or anything like that. This was a World War I class ship. It was in commission in 1915 to 1919. Both versions of its ship, both classes. There was set to be four. Two were only two were completed because U-boats were proven to be more valuable than these dreadnought class battleships or super dreadnought class battleships. And both of them were sunk. They were the Bayern was sunk by a German admiral. It was scuttled after the war, and I forget the name of the sister ship, but the sister ship was beached by. It was attempted to be scuttled. The British beached it and used it as target practice until 1934, when both of them were scrapped. They lifted the one from the ocean and scrapped it, and they scrapped the one that was used for target practice. They have 8 15-inch cannons and 16. What does it say? 16. I lost it. I don't even know. Yeah, it was 16 secondary guns. Stuff like that. So yeah, 16 15 centimeter guns. 2 88s on this bad boy. I don't know where the 88s are, but that's pretty interesting. I had a talk with Crocodile and Danger, and they're trying to tell me that German U-boats during World War II didn't have 88s on them. I was like, come on, guys, are you serious? Really? They had 88s. They definitely did. And we looked it up, and guess who was right? They do have 88s. Kind of off topic, I guess. Now this thing went really slow, 12 knots, 22 kph, or 14 miles an hour. It's pretty slow, but it is a battleship. It's a big ship. It had good belt armor at 170 to 350. The coning tower was 400 millimeters thick. The deck, 60 millimeters to 100 millimeters, and the turrets were all 350 to 100 millimeters thick. Now, it was a super dreadnought battleship built by the German Navy in the 1913s. I think they were both set in the water and then completed. They entered service in 1916. And, you know, they were a little too late for Jutland, but they did fight some of the Russian Navy off and stuff like that. Pretty interesting. The Bayern itself was hit by a mine at one point. It had to repair. Had to go back and repair. Stuff like that. Pretty interesting topic. So let's talk about German battleships. I'm done reading the Wikipedia. Let's just free flow for a little while. German battleships. I'm excited for them. I heard that the Scharnhorst, which is the Tier 7 premium battleship, is amazing at killing cruisers. It gets the 11-inch guns, I believe, that the Scharnhorst and the Gneisenau both started with. They were... I remember reading a little bit about them. I could be wrong, so if I'm wrong, just correct me in the comments. But I'm pretty sure the Scharnhorst and the Gneisenau, they are the same class ship, but they were set to get upgraded 16-inch guns to be battleships. They were battle cruisers, technically. And the Scharnhorst never was completed, and I think the Gneisenau, they started to put the turrets on or something like that. But in-game, I know the Gneisenau has the big guns, and I know the Scharnhorst has the little guns. Now, the Scharnhorst still has good armor. It's very maneuverable. So I'm interested to get my hands on the Gneisenau. I think I do have it, and if not, I'm going to get it for a video on it, and I'll do it sometime this week. I want to play it, because the Scharnhorst is my favorite ship ever. Like, this, I love the look of the Scharnhorst. And I'm talking about the Scharnhorst class. The Gneisenau looks beautiful. The Scharnhorst looks beautiful. They're both very pretty, appealing ships. They have this kind of very German look. The German look is like these sharp, clean ships. Like the nose is super sharp. They kind of come in. They look great. You know, the Tirpitz, the Bismarck, they look fantastic. So I'm super excited to get my hands on that. This ship, I believe I've played this in a different game. What was that top-down battleship game? Naval Action? No, it's not Naval Action. That was it's I forget the name of it, but it's almost like an arcadey kind of, you control it with mouse, and it's kind of a top-down view. and it was the second version. I had this ship in it. It was a tier 5, I believe, in that game, and it was fun. I had a lot of fun. This ship in, I think it's comparable to most of the other tier 6 battleships. I still think that the Fuso is the best tier 6 ship in the game. It's just so good. The Fuso is amazing. How many rounds? It's not super accurate, but just how many rounds you can really get on target. It just makes it a force to be reckoned with. What are other ships at this? Maybe the New Mexico? I don't know. It's been a while. I have cobwebs in my brain when it comes to World of Warships, but it is a very good-looking ship. It's very symmetrical, which I do like. But you could tell it's an earlier ship. Most of the World War I ships do look like this. You could tell it's not like a modern-esque ship. Some of the Russian cruisers look like they were made in like the 90s, and they're pretty dope. This obviously isn't that. You could tell it's a World War I ship. It looks a little cooler once you get the upgrade for the hull. I do have the upgrade for the hull here. But overall, I mean, German battleships are German battleships. I think they're cool that they were added to the game, but I don't know. There's something about this game that, like, when I play it, I can't really play it alone, but I have so much fun when I play it with other people. I've talked to some people about how it's a really, like, well-made game, and there's nothing wrong with it. It runs well. It has its purpose. It fills its purpose. But for me, I think it's a little bit too slow of pace when I play battleships. I don't want to do it. When I go to World of Tanks, I was playing a lot of World of Tanks last night, and I wanted to just keep playing light tanks. And I think the same reason, you know, I don't like playing heavy tanks in World of Tanks because it's just, the meta is so slow. It takes so long for you to play, you know, and I just don't really appreciate that. I like when a game is speedy, action-packed. And don't get me wrong, there are moments like that with the Battleship, but most of the time, to get those moments, you kind of got to put yourself in a situation that you're almost going to die. Most of the time you want to play a battleship kind of sitting in the back, getting good snipes in, and stuff like that. And it's only rewarding when you get great broadsides and stuff in my opinion. You know, I don't like sitting back and seeing 3K every time. When I sit back and see a 25,000 Citadel, I'm just like in heaven, and you want to keep playing. But when I played the Bayern, I didn't get any of those. I don't know if it's just because the battleship guns, I was aiming bad. I know I was hitting a lot of angled surfaces in this game. And it just comes with time. I'm getting back into World of Warships, and you guys got to understand that. I hope you don't completely destroy me in the comments because I'm using AP and stuff like that. It's okay. Just let it go. I'm getting back into it. Don't worry. We'll do well. I know a lot of people get completely bent. Like, you're a repressive cunt. You don't know how to play the fucking game. I'm actually grinding for once. I am grinding for the good nights now, just so I can get a hang of the ships again. And then I'll go back to just golding my way to everything. Sounds bad, I know. But yeah, it was pretty fun though. I'm not gonna lie. I like the look of ships. I always like new ships. Now apparently they're adding British cruisers, light cruisers, which is something that I'm definitely gonna jump on immediately. I love faster ships. You guys know that. And I mean, one of my favorite ships in this game is the Hipper. I love the cruisers, the German cruisers, just because they're like light and they have pretty good guns. You know, they don't have really great armor, but their guns are just make it worthwhile for me. I like getting in, tapping people pretty hard, and then getting out. So yeah, that's all I have to say. I'm not going to carry it on any longer. I hope you guys enjoy the background footage of me playing the Bayern. It was a decent game. I'm going to cut out most of the boring parts, and I end up the game with a decent result. We do win. I think I played alright. But yeah, somebody was saying something about a new way to play. There's like something in settings that I need to tab. I think I scrolled over it at some point in this video. I don't know. But regardless, I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you'd like to see next. Are you on board with the Gneisenau now? I'm excited for it. Also, I say it right. I remember the first time I said it, I tried to say like Geneseo. I don't know. It's pretty shit. Pretty shit pronunciation. But I think Gneisenau. Gneisenau. Get to the Gneisenau. Alright, I'm fucking done. I'm just carrying this on way too long. I love you guys. Bye. Have a great time.